But you just said it's only if you use the wrong pronoun, so that's not actually accurate.
That's correct. You're absolutely correct. Thank you for that, Ms. Jacobs.
I rise in opposition to this amendment. This is a radical infringement on State Department employees' freedom of speech and expression, denying individuals the ability to accurately reflect their preferred pronouns and avoid the stigma and embarrassment associated with being misgendered in a professional setting. Heaven forbid people know who they're communicating with over email when face-to-face conversations aren't possible. We'll let the Taylors and Shannons and Lindsays of the world and anyone else go misgendered for the sake of my Republican colleagues' feelings. So frankly, this amendment is an embarrassing use of this committee's time when we have so many other pressing issues to address. I'm ashamed we're even having to talk about it. I hope all of my colleagues vote against this, and I yield back.
You, gentleman is recognized.
The question I would ask is, if I were to have on my business card, Mr. Brad Schneider, is that prohibited by this amendment?
Yeah, no, because actually, sometimes people use the pronouns, and that's why this is here, incorrectly. Gender is immutable. So the Mr. and Mrs. used improperly with what their natural sex would be under this rule.
Brad, will you yield again?
Yes.
So in my email signature, I, Sarah Jacobs, have she, her. Those are my pronouns. But under your amendment, this would also not be allowed.
Right.
But you just said it's only if you use the wrong pronoun, so that's not actually accurate.
Correct.
That's correct. You're absolutely correct. Thank you for that, Ms. Jacobs.
Anytime. Brad, back to you.
All right, let me just, I'll ask another one. Our ambassadors have a title that are often His Excellency or Her Excellency. Would that be prohibited on their business card?
It would not be. This says
the Secretary of State shall prohibit the use of gender pronouns on business cards, email signatures, or any other professional identity elements across the Department of State by employees, contractors, and other officials of the State Department. That would clearly prohibit the use of Mr. or Ms. or Mrs. It would prohibit the use of His Excellency. I think this amendment is going to cause a whole lot of problems across the State Department. I yield back.
I think you're rightfully stating something. I believe this is a serious conversation, as I opened up in my remarks. But my request for the author of it would be to withdraw this amendment. You ask unanimous consent to withdraw?
I did.
Without objection, so ordered.